Hello guys, welcome to my channel with GR of Talents. So in today's video, we are going to look at Tissues chapter. It's the chapter 6 of NCERT Science Class 9 textbook and it's a biology chapter. So let's go. When you think of the word tissue, the first question that might come to your mind is what are tissues? A group of cells similar in structure that work together to perform a particular function forms a tissue. In the previous chapter, we learned about cells. A group of cells doing a similar or particular function together are known as tissue, as simple as it. All types of tissues have two basic components. The first one is cells, having common origin and function. So as we discussed right before, cells which do the common function are together formed tissues. So here we have another point. They should even have a common origin. And the other one is intercellular substances, which are non-living, fibrous, jelly-like substances. So they are present in between the cell to form a tissue. If you imagine a molecule or a group of molecules, they are always present together in solids, right? What is keeping them together? Intermolecular forces. So here also, to keep the cells together, we have intercellular substances to form tissues. So what is the importance of tissues? The first importance is formation of tissues has brought about division of labor in multicellular organisms. So you might be knowing that organisms in the present world are of two types. The first one is unicellular organisms and the second one is multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are the one in which the cell, only one cell, does all the jobs or all the activities that are required for the cell to be alive. But whereas if you see a multicellular organism, by the name only you can understand that it has many cells combined together. So in a multicellular organisms, a group of cells that form a particular function forms a tissue, right? So there is a division of labor between tissues. So our brain assigns to one type of tissues to do a particular work and other type to do some other work. We can imagine it like that. And the second importance is tissues become organized to form organs and organs into organ systems. So you know that cells together form an organ. We have discussed it right before. So they should be similar and they should do a proper similar function together. So then they will be organized into tissues. So group of tissues which do a similar particular function form an organ, as well as organs which do similar function turn into organ systems. And other importance of tissue is workload of individual cell has decreased due to origin of tissues. So the cells which do a particular common function together form a tissue, right? So when there are group of cells, one cell need not do as many works because there are a group of cells to do a particular work. If you observe a unicellular organism, only one cell should do all the activities inside the cell, but in multicellular organisms, each cell need not do that much work because there are multiple cells present in the entire body to look after another functions. So they do one function very efficiently, as we can say. And then the last importance is, as a result of improved organization and higher efficiency, multicellular organisms have higher survival. So by this entire knowledge, We might be as usually knowing this last importance because one cell doing lot of work might die quickly, but if you look many cells doing different type of work, an organization or an organism will can live more number of days and has higher survival. So now let's look at the classification of tissue. Let's see how can we classify tissue in different types. So basically tissues are of two types. The first type is animal tissue. The second type is the plant tissue. By the name only, we can understand that animal tissue belongs to animals and plant tissue belongs to the plants. So let's look at each aspect very deeply and understand what are the types and what are the features of each tissue. So let's move on. First, let's look at the plant tissues, then we'll look at animal tissues. Now even plant tissues are divided into two types, and here the first type is meristematic tissue and the second type is permanent tissue. By the name permanent, you can usually know that they are permanent tissues, and meristematic tissues helps in the growth of plant and permanent tissues helps in the rigidity to keep the plant still and hard. So this is basically the main difference between the two of them. So that's enough for today, I guess, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like and share to my channel with jar of talents. Are we forgetting something? Yeah, please subscribe to my channel right here. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Once again, I'm telling you. Have a great day. Thanks a lot for watching my video and click on the bell icon after subscribing to get the notifications of all my new videos. Goodbye.